Hi everybody, it's Dizzy and I have got a makeup tutorial for you guys today. I did a dark, sultry, vampy look that would be fantastic for a great Gatsby or roaring 20s party, or if you want to be a film noir villain, or even if you just want to do the eyes and you want to make the lips more soft and neutral, this would be a great vampy dark fall smoky eye because it uses browns and copper colors. Also, I have a video I did for this hairstyle, which is a 20s finger waved hairstyle, and if you'd like to see how to do that, I'll put a link to that down below. But for now, if you want to see how to do this makeup, just keep watching. Hey everybody, first and foremost, please ignore the insane turban. I've got a set under here that I'm letting dry for a 20s and 30s look that'll complement this makeup. And I just wanted to get started, so I'm not waiting till I comb out my set. But if you want to see what it looks like, at the intro to this video, I will have it all combed out and fixed, hopefully, and I'll put a link below so you can see it. So I have already applied foundation. The one I used is my CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous. I'm in the color 810. It's a pretty good match for me, I think. I also applied, since I'm going to be using a lip tar, the OCC Cosmetics lip tar in the clear, which is just a nice base, and I'm letting it soak in. So speaking of bases, the next thing I'm going to do is apply an eyeshadow base. So I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one. I just have a sample. I haven't opened my big one yet, but I did purchase one because I like this stuff. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and get it all over my eyelid and a little underneath as well. I haven't applied my concealer yet because I'm going to do that after. So, getting that in there. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a different look. It's not traditional 20s or 30s because there's a couple things that are going to be different. One, I'm not going to block out my eyebrows and do the really 20s brow. I'm just going to do the best I can with the brow that I have. And then two, I'm actually doing like a fall version of it. So here's the colors I'm using, these really warm, deep tones. So I think this will be kind of a different take on that look. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brow. What I'm using right now is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn. And like I said, I'm gonna just try to do an approximation of that very arched 30s brow without actually like shaving off my eyebrows or covering them over. So it is what it is. I'm gonna take a small angled brush and get some on there. So 1920s, 1930s brows were very dramatic. They were highly arched, very thin. And the 20s brow was very sad looking and really turned down. And I'm just using some short strokes and kind of filling in as best I can. And then I'm going to take my spoolie brush, which is in here somewhere. And I'm just going to brush that through. And it's a pretty dramatic look even without going through and doing the full on very high brow. So other side. So I know these brows look really intense, but the reason they're a little bit intense is because I am going to be doing a pretty full on eye makeup look. This look would definitely work for a costume party or a 1920s costume or whatever. It would be good for a night out. It would also be good for Halloween. So there you go. I'm going to take a little bit of my Sonia Kashuk Tinted Brow Gel and just run that through. And that just also further defines and takes a little bit of the warmth out that the Auburn gave. So it's just not quite as red. And then brush that in. All right, brows are done. And like I said, pretty strong, but we're okay with that. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. This is one of the permanent collection ones. It's been out a long time. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one whole eye first, and then I'll come back to you guys. So I'm just gonna tap that over the eye on the lid. I love this color. So I'm just tapping that on. And then I'm gonna take a Real Techniques, it's not a Real Techniques brush. Where is it? There it is. Okay, my Real Techniques base shadow brush. And I'm gonna use that in the crease. And the shape for this, what makes this more 1920s, 30s-ish, is I'm going low, then pulling it big in the middle, and then down turned on the end. And this gives it that kind of sad, sleepy look. And then I'm just putting a little bit of that underneath and blending it. Okay, so once we've got that as a base, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Whoa, too close. Okay, so you guys can see what it's doing. And my turban's coming loose. First world problem. Okay, so that's that done. Next, I'm gonna take this color, which is called Oktoberfest. These are Coastal Scents shadows. This is kind of a orangey brown, and that same Real Techniques brush. And I'm gonna put that in the crease, putting it a little higher in the center of the eye, and then down. So like, not even a windshield wiper, more like a U. See the shape that creates? Okay, then I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm gonna take this color, which is called Chai Spice, which is a deep goldeny bronze brown. And this color is going on the outer part of the eye and the inner part of the eye. I guess that could also be said inner and outer corner. Okay, now I'm gonna take a blending brush. This is just a fluffy little guy. And just work that around. Try to get it a little softer. Okay, got that. And then we're gonna take, for just a pop of color in the center, this is called Copper Pot. It's a bright copper color. I'm gonna take a flat brush again. And pack that right in the middle. Because I want the eye to look very big and round. That was kind of a thing at the time. Okay, so I've got that. Now I just want to deepen up my crease a little bit to make it even more shadowy and dark in there. So I'm going to take a small, this is an e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush, just a little tiny brush. And I'm going to take this color called Chocolatier, which is a really deep brown. And these, like I said, they're all Coastal Scents Hot Pots. They're all super cheap, but use whatever you have that's similar. So I'm going to darken up right here, the outer edge, and right here at the inner edge. And then the center, I'm gonna use just a little bit more of Oktoberfest and put that between and blend it. And then we're gonna take a bigger, fluffier, clean brush and just blend the hell out of it, lifting it up in the middle and then down on the sides to keep it kind of Sad. Now we're going to take this color, which is called Chamois Nude, just any matte kind of flesh tone nude color. And I'm going to put that right under the brow, on the outer half, and a little bit on the inner half to kind of brighten things up a little. There we go. And then just use it to blend down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now underneath the eye, actually, before we do our shadow underneath, I'm gonna go ahead and tight line the upper waterline with the Georgiana 12-hour Made to Last pencil in black point. And then just barely get a little the upper lash line. It's a little messy. And then we're going to take a small smudgy pencil and smudge that out so it's nice and dark. Okay. And yeah, it got pretty dark under there too, right? Well, we're gonna fix that in a second. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna apply our concealer. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the neutralizer shade. And I took my little sponge off because I didn't like it. So I just squirt a little bit out, get it on the back of my hand, and apply it. And I use my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And just get in there and brighten up any darkness we've got going on. We just want to lift the circles and the bags and all that stuff. Okay. Once we've got that in place, we're going to grab our liner pencil again. Where's my liner pencil? So we're going to do the inner waterline. These are really nice for like really inexpensive drugstore liners. These are very creamy and very nice. So I got my inner waterline. And then I'm going to go through and work on the underneath of the eye. So I'm going to take that e.l.f. brush and Oktoberfest, which was that orangey color again. I'm just gonna run that in. And really smudge that out. Okay, so I've got that on there. And then I'm gonna take that small detail brush again and the Chai Spice color, which is the darker, the more brown one. And put a little bit of that in the outer corner and a little bit in the very inside. And then for the very inner tear duct of the eye, I still want to highlight that, even though that's a more modern method. I just like the way it looks. So I'm going to be using caramel ice for that. It's another Coastal Scents Hot Pot. And I'm just going to take it on a really tiny brush. And this one is pretty pigmented. So if you feel like it's too bright, just take something to smudge it out. There we go. That took it down a notch. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply mascara. Okay, everybody, so now that we've got both eyes done, let's get the rest of the face done. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's just a little sample one. I'm gonna buy the real one. This one runs out. But, because I love it. But the first thing I'm gonna do, oh my God, I smell it because it smells like chocolate. And then I'm gonna get a small brush and I'm gonna swirl it in there. And I'm gonna actually contour pretty heavy. This is not very 20s appropriate, but I want like that film noir kind of lit from underneath darkness thing going. So I'm gonna suck in. And find some hollows. I'm actually gonna contour twice. Up around the hairline and then under. And then I'm gonna take a big brush. It's really soft, like this duo fiber one. And blend. Now just to make this even more dramatic, and this is the step that I would take if I was gonna use this as like a going out makeup for like Halloween, is I'm gonna take an eyeshadow. This is in Light Taupe. It's another Coastal Scents. And by the way, I bought all these. Coastal Scents has never sent me any products. I wish they would. That would be cool, but they never have. So I bought all of them and I got them because they're inexpensive and I don't have a lot of money. So there you go. But there's the Camel Taupe color. It's like a grayish taupey color. I'm gonna use the same brush and find that deepest socket line and add that to the mix. Pretty strong contour through there. Which, don't worry, I know it looks cray cray right now, but we're gonna blend it out. But I just wanted it even more intense through there. Like I said, I want film noir cheeks. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. And knock that down a notch. But you see how it's like uplit, scary, or something. I'm gonna use a little bit of blush. This is my Milani powder blush in Romantic Rose. So pretty. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. Kind of where my blush would be, like the apple of my cheek. There we go. And then I am gonna do a little bit of a highlight. And the highlight I'm gonna use is actually the color we use at the inner corner of the eye. It's that caramel ice color again. That one. And just pretty high on the top of that cheekbone. And around the temple. Do you see it? It's very subtle, but it's very pretty. So yeah, so that's that. And then we're gonna go for our crazy lip. Really dark, pretty one, guys. So we're going to use, first of all, the OCC Anti-Feather Lip Pencil. It's a clear pencil. It works as a barrier. You put it outside your natural lip line and it keeps your lip tars from bleeding. So I know you're like, wow, it's exciting seeing you apply a sheer, thin, clear lip pencil. Ooh, groundbreaking. It does work though, so it's worth it even though you can't see it. And then we're gonna use Palladio Precision Lip Liner in Burgundy, which is that kind of color. And I want kind of a sad, serious lip. Got that. Now for the lips, I'm going to be using two different OCC lip tars. The first one is Black Dahlia, which is this gorgeous, very dark, darkest of the dark Vampy color. And then I'm also going to be using Anita, which is my favorite deep burgundy red ever. So the first step we're going to take is we're going to take the Black Dahlia, which if you're not familiar with Black Dahlia, it looks a little something like that. Wow! I know, right? Very deep, very vampy. I'm going to take just a drop of that. You need so little. Which is the red that's a little bit more red, burgundy instead of purpley. So there we go, there's Anita. Swatchy of Anita. And there we go. So that is our finished look. I think it's very vampy. I think you could wear it for a lot of different things. The lip is very dark, which makes it a little more costumey. And it's a little bit of a big smear. Like I kind of made a big kind of 30s overdrawn lip. But if you did not want to go that route, you could do a more subtle red lip color, or you could do even an orange or a neutral and have, I think, a very pretty wearable eye look for a special occasion. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment and subscribe and let me know if you like this kind of video. And happy October, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.